Hello my crafty friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back and watching me. As you can see in front of you, I have a collector's edition of the Graphic 45, The Wizard of Oz. It's called The Magic of Oz. This collection came out initially in 2011 and was so popular that I didn't get my hands on it until this year. They brought this collection back. So, I have the full collection, including the chipboard and the stickers, and I'm not sure what I want to do with it. So if you have any ideas, comment down below. I'm thinking about making a gatefold album, and I will show you what I mean by a gatefold album. So let's move that big boy out of the way, and here we are with our beautiful Love Speaks album. This is a 9.5 by 10 3/4 with 1-inch spines, and the front gates are 4 3/4 by 10 3/4. So it magnets shut, so this piece has the magnet under it. So I'm going to open it and show you. I've backed the other side obviously to cover up the magnet, so there's a magnet right there, and there's a magnet in here. It doesn't look raised once everything's finished, but I want to remind you that I took a class on this. The lady who created this, not in this paper obviously, her name is Angela Beavers, and she has a store called Creative Chaos. If you look them up on Facebook, you will find her beautiful store. I really enjoy going in there and visiting with her. But as you can see, this is my take. This is the Love Notes by Graphic 45 collection, and it magnets open and closed, and the black lace I added that. I eventually want to add some roses in this corner, I think, because I love the quotes and everything on it. And then each of the spines, so there's 2 spines, there's one here and one on the other side. Obviously it makes it a gatefold. They are decorated with one of the cut aparts that has the strips on it, and then the back is just this beautiful paper. I really loved this paper, so that's why I chose to use it, and it just opened for us. So let's start on the first side that you flip open, and it is a waterfall with a magnet. So there's a magnet in this strip. So when you open the album, your pieces on your waterfall don't flop forward. And then you can flip that down. Obviously both sides are covered by the same cardstock. That's a cut apart. And these are nice large photo mats. So and I've done both sides. So you don't have to do both sides. I just do it. It makes a more decorative album. I'm almost tempted to put pictures. I did vocal music for years. I'm a classically trained vocalist. So I'm tempted to put pictures of myself in here doing what I loved. So I think it would be a nice keepsake. I also like Phantom of the Opera, and this screamed Phantom to me, so that was another reason I chose this collection. And then you see here's half of it, and we'll flip this side open, and as you can see, this side stays closed pretty easily. There's 2 magnets, so there are 2 flaps here. Each of those flaps will magnet out, and I'm going to remove these things so they are not as distracting to you. So these are 2 belly bands, and this is just slides in and out, as you can see. And again, I did the solids on it so that it didn't take away from this beautiful sticker, Where Words Fail, Music Speaks. It makes me think of Shrek the Musical, which obviously classically trained, I know my musicals. And then on the back, I took a piece of this paper, what I had left, and I backed it because I thought it just tied it all together really nicely. Then as you can see now, the belly bands are open. You could make smaller pieces to fit in them. I mean, this journal is entirely up to you. Then when you flip out, there's one flip out, and it's got beautiful roses and music notes. And then again, the top matches. The back is obviously lined. And then this top piece is a belly band, which this big pull out, as you can see here, just pulls out. I like the bass notes on this, or the bass clefs, because they make a heart. And then obviously my heart sings, which is true. I would love to put a picture of me right there. I have a picture in mind that I'd love to use. And then this is just another photo mat. If I can get it to come out. It's not going to come out without getting stuck, which is why you put the other one in over top. So here's this beautiful photo mat. Obviously, this is another sticker. That's one of the sticker borders. And then on the back, I just had a tiny piece left of that. And I thought, oh, how cute. I'll just cut it and make it into a flag. So it just totally worked out. So I'm going to set those 3 pieces aside. And then let's get into this beautiful middle. Now, I didn't cover these. I intend to get some solid red and cover these. I don't like them. They're really plain, and they kind of really stand out from the album. So here, let's start with this top. There's a magnet in the middle of this, and then there's a magnet on the second flip up. And then on this first one, I have 4 Graphic 45 tags. So one fits in the smaller, that's a sticker, and obviously I tried to use up what I had left. This is actually a cut apart, and I actually cut it to make it look like the stamps. So if you run your fingers along, it is actually cut on both of those. And then there's another one of the pretty stickers. I'm also thinking about putting pictures of my granddaughter in here. Her mom is a violinist and dad is a percussionist in a classic vocal. So I know she's going to be involved in some music, so I'm just debating on if I save this for her. So it's just, I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. And there's the other tag. Those are obviously the cut-aparts. The cut-aparts in this collection were fantastic. So if you notice, and it's obviously backed, I try, if I'm buying a Graphic 45 collection, if I can buy like the solids pack, I usually buy it as well because I find I use it a lot more to mat some of these really beautiful decorative papers. So when you lift this up, it magnets. And then over here, you have this beautiful pull-out that has a cut apart. This was actually scraps. This is what I had left, so I just made it look like it does. And then that's a scrap from the cover that I had left, and it's one of my favorite papers. And this is a pocket here, so obviously, if I can get this one to work, it slides right in and out. And then this is one of the chipboard pieces where it says, "When words fail, music speaks," and that quote has always spoke to my heart. So we're going to flip open. And here's another beautiful pocket. You do have a lot of room in this album, which is nice. You could put a photo here. I would put something more decorative though. Like I said, I'm just not sure what I want to do. And then this here is made with, it opens, and then it has one of the stickers on the front. And in here, again, is one of those cut apart borders and the black stripes, and then music is the silence between notes, and then the front papers and the middle papers correspond. So it just flips out and lives in this pocket, which is covered by a cut apart, which I love. Again, the quotes that they used really speak to my heart. And then here's the back piece, which is just roses and everything I love. And there's actually a magnet here as well. Actually, is there a magnet? There is not a magnet there. The magnets are here and here. So when you magnet it, you could technically put a waterfall up here on this part. I'm sorry, I'm not showing what I'm talking about. You could put a waterfall here, but the magnet may not be as strong, which with these, I had some issues making this album where the magnets were so strong, it tore my paper. So, but I covered it. You'll never know where it was. And then this is your last, sorry, my finger is in the way. This is your last waterfall here. This is, again, covered both sides. Perfect for those smaller photos. That's obviously on a couple of these, I had some cut aparts and I didn't want them to get lost. So I just stuck the cut aparts there. So as you can see, again, when words fail, music speaks. Again, that Shrek song is in my head. Again, just such beauty. I mean, look at that. That's so pretty. And then as you see, And there's the last one, and I obviously, of course, it's photo matted as well, so it's usable. So I really made this album very usable and user friendly, and this prevents the waterfall from coming open. See, the waterfall doesn't move, which is nice. And that's the nice thing about this magnetic, is your waterfalls aren't moving. So I'm actually gonna leave that side alone, and I'm going to, I'm gonna slide that guy down in. Actually, it needs to be up like that. And put that guy back in. And then I'm gonna close, and I'm going to hopefully slide that right back in. And see how that just kind of framed it perfectly? So I'm really tickled pink with the way this album turned out. Again, these are the basic gray magnets. They're like these here, but they're just the larger size. They're about the size of a quarter. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this flip through. I'm getting ready to film another one of the journal I've been working on and obsessing over. So I'm sorry to inundate you with videos, but I hope you have enjoyed. And as always, happy crafting.